welcome to At Home today. We're so glad you could join us. It's always a treat when family members drop by. And today we have a really special program because a very special guest, and I don't say just a guest, I say a good friend too, because she's a very special lady, particularly here at Cornerstone TeleVision, because her name's Norma Bixler, and she kind of mothers all of us. You know, she's looking after, she's inquiring about, isn't it nice to have people in your life that care about you and are concerned about what happens to you? Well, that's the kind of a lady that Norma Bixler is. And she's going to prepare a company dinner. And I think you're going to enjoy this. It smells so good in this place, and everybody's oohing and on already, and we haven't even tasted stuff. So you know, when it smells this good in the preparation, it's going to be good. I'd like to share a letter that we received from a dear lady from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. She said, "Dear Arlene, just want you to know how much enjoyment you bring to so many people. I'm sure that God made you special for this at-home program, and as you always say, it just wouldn't be the same without you." Thank you very much. I'm sending you these little prayers. She included a couple little prayers for me personally. She said, "I've given them to so many people and sure enjoyed them, and was thinking that maybe you would enjoy them too. God bless you, Sylvia." That's what I'm talking about, somebody in your life that cares about you. And many of you expressed that to me, and I appreciate that very much. And Sylvia, thank you for those prayers. They meant a lot to me. This little lady here, maybe I'll just hold this up for the camera to see. Her name is Stephanie Myers. And her grandmother wrote this letter, and she says, "Dear Arlene," apparently when she sent for her newsletter, she forgot to put her money in the envelope, her very best gift that she could do. She said, "Please forgive me, I forgot to put my money in last month, but Stephanie watches you," this is her granddaughter, "every Wednesday, and she would really like to meet you. She says all the recipes that I have go to Stephanie because she wants to be a cook just like you. So I am sending you her picture. She takes tap dance lessons now, and she says, I really enjoy your program. Keep up the good work. Love, Stephanie and Aunt Flo." Well, we appreciate that. And Stephanie, you keep up the good work. Keep taking those dance lessons, and maybe someday, you know, maybe you'll be able to be the cook. Who knows? Well, I know that one thing for sure, we have a good cook coming up in just a minute. Stay tuned. Here's today's at-home hint, and we'll be right back to get things started. Here's today's at-home hint. When making thin pancakes or crepes, use a meat baster to pick up the batter from the bowl and neatly pour it onto the hot griddle for perfectly shaped pancakes with no drippy mess.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
Norma, I'm so glad you're here with me today.
Well, I'm glad too, Arlene.
Do you know how long it took for me to get you back in my kitchen?
No.
It's been a couple of years, because this is a busy lady. But I know that you're busy, and I know that there's been lots of stuff. We just put a big addition on the front of Cornerstone TeleVision, our ministry center, and things have kept you busy, huh? You travel all the time.
Seems like it.
I know.
But I'm glad I'm here right at home.
I'm glad you are too, and I'm glad that you're making yourself at home. What are you going to make for us today?
Well, I'm going to make what I call company dinner.
Company dinner, okay.
And the reason I call it that is because when I have a family member or some friends of mine that have been before, I say, well, what would you like for me to cook? You know how sometimes you don't know what to cook, but you want to have company?
Right.
They always tell me this dinner.
What they want.
So I call it company dinner. Our daughter-in-law, Faye, for her birthday every year, this is what she wants.
That's what she wants. Well,
yes.
Boy, it must be good. Okay.
So,
I know it's been cooking in here, and it smells wonderful. And what you have here is beef, right?
Yes, I have.
I need to turn this up a little bit for you, maybe?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
Okay, because we turned it down, didn't we?
This is a Swiss steak.
Swiss steak,
and,
okay.
And it's just my recipe.
Okay.
And what you do is you get your beef. Now, this beef is special beef.
This is called Coleman beef, right?
Right.
And there's an 800 number. Let me tell you about the beef first.
Yes.
Maybe you can go ahead.
While
She's
I
just
do
going to brown
this,
them.
I'm going to put this in here and brown it. I'm going to put some salt and pepper on it. When it gets brown on the other side, when this gets brown, I'll just turn it over and do the same thing.
Okay. From what I understand, because Russ has told me about this, that the cattle are not crowded when they feed. Crowding causes beef to be tough and tasteless. Is that right? And there's no pesticides, no chemicals, no steroids, no growth hormone.
No
antibiotics. That's a good point.
That doctors say don't eat beef very often because it has all these things in it. But I just wanted to share with our viewers that this is good beef.
Good beef. So if you get good beef, then it's not so bad, right?
It's not bad at all. It's delicious.
In the Pittsburgh area, you can get it at the Food Gallery. And in the Denver area, it's at Sam's Meat Markets, right?
But they have an 800 number too.
Okay, do we have that ready on the screen? I hope so. Okay, it's 1-800-442-8666. I'll repeat that again. 1-800-442-8666.
You know,
all right.
You have so many viewers that watch in other parts of the country that I wanted that 800 number.
Good. Okay.
Because now I've been browning this meat as we went on the air. And
smells wonderful. This
one isn't really brown, but you know, with television, it's going to be cooked. So I'm going to put it in here. This is my Swiss steak recipe, and I want to share it with the whole world.
All right.
That's interesting. I'm just going to take this out.
And these are nice thick pieces of Swiss steak. You don't want thin pieces,
yeah,
do you?
At least. You should have it at least 3/4 inch thick, if possible. And one of the things I wanted to tell you about this recipe, you know, there's two ways that you cook meat, any kind of meat. It's a dry method and a moist method. And so if you have a cut of meat that's not, maybe you can't afford round. This is round steak. If you can't afford, you could get a cheaper cut and cut it like this. And the moist will make it tender, fork tender. So that's another. Sometimes when I have a lot of people, it's like super expensive. Like if I have 16 people.
Right.
So you know, you could have a moist.
Now you don't throw this away, do you?
And I browned this, and I put salt and pepper on both sides. And some people throw this away. Not Norma.
Mom used to do this too, because what she's doing is rendering all the juices from that delicious meat and the seasonings from the pan. And boy, does that make it good.
Smells good, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and that's what, if you ever wanted real dark brown gravy, you know, from the drippings, you have to do this. It's called deglazing the pan. We talked about this, didn't we, Norma?
And you know, if the pan happens to be, you know, if it happens to be cold, just put it on low temperature and then get everything off of the bottom. And then when you go to wash the pan,
it's clean, isn't it?
It's clean.
Yes.
And that makes things so much easier. See that just about all came off.
Got it all off. And now she's just pouring that over top. Oh yeah.
Get every drop. I don't like to waste anything.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like water in the dish. Let me show you what the dish looks like. We'll put that back. See how nice and clean that pan is? There's not one. See that? That's what you want to do. You want to clean that pan clean. And really, like she said, there's hardly anything to washing it then. Now we're pouring a little bit of tomato sauce, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have a lot, you can layer it.
Okay.
I put onion.
Chopped onion, not sliced or whole, right?
Chopped onion, that's right. And then what you do is you add a little green pepper.
Green pepper.
See, sometimes I have a bigger amount, and I put one layer, and then I put the onion, and then I put the pepper and the sauce. And also, I put a little bit of flour. You know why, Arlene?
Why?
Because you add water, and you've already added that good stuff. You add the tomato sauce, and when this is all done cooking, you have gravy, and it's all made.
It's thickened and everything, huh?
It's thickened and everything.
Wow.
And if you look at it during the cooking time, and it looks like
getting dry.
It's not. It's getting dry. You add a little water. If it's too thin, you just add a little.
So you adjust it as it's cooking, huh? You don't have to do it the last minute, which is what I like.
No, we see what I do when I have company. I set the table the day before. I get everything ready because I don't want to be a wreck when and tired. I want to have a great time.
And you want to enjoy your company.
I do because that's why you're having them. You want to enjoy them. So, you know, if you like a lot of onion, put more in than I do. If you don't like it, don't put it in,
right.
But I'll tell you what, it cooks all up and you don't know
even know it's there.
It just gives such a wonderful flavor.
Now, what about the mushrooms?
Well, the mushrooms are going to just sit there for a while, and when this is done,
Okay.
The last thing you do is you put, because if you
They
put
don't
them,
need to add them now, huh?
no, because they'll all get cooked
They'll
up
be
and you won't
gone.
know they're
That's
in there.
right. Okay.
And I tell you, our son Paul loves this recipe, but he hates the mushrooms.
Does he?
So he doesn't like mushrooms. So what I do is I put them in at the last minute, and then if he doesn't like them, then he can pick
Take
them
them
out.
out. That's it.
All the rest of us do.
Okay, so you're going to put a lid on that and
Yeah,
put it in the oven.
And I'm going
What,
to put it at
350?
350. And depending on the kind of meat that you have, it takes an hour and a half, or it takes 2 hours, or whatever. But when you stick it with your fork, make sure it's very tender. And when you sit down to eat this meal, you just cut it with a fork. You don't even need a knife.
All
So
right.
I guess I'll put it in this oven. And it does smell good. You know, when people come to your house, it seems like, especially in the wintertime, when you have the windows and doors all closed, people say, "Oh, what are you cooking?" But this is such a big studio, it doesn't have quite as
Well, it
much
smells
aroma.
good in here. Are you kidding? Now, what we have done, and what I did while Norma was putting that in the oven, was to drain some potatoes. It's 5 pounds of potatoes that we cut up and boiled like for mashed potatoes. But the key to this potato dish is you can do these a day ahead. Is that right?
You can do it 3 days ahead, 2 days, or 1 day ahead. Now just think, if it's Christmas time or Thanksgiving, all the things you have to do.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we like to make salads ahead. Well, this is potatoes you can make
okay.
ahead.
Show us what to do.
Okay.
These are nice and hot.
Okay, well,
All
let's
right.
turn the beater
Turn it on. Now I'm going to stand back because these might fly, but they didn't.
No, they're good potatoes.
All right, now what do we do?
Well, we want to get them pretty mashed up.
Mash them up, okay.
And then they're just like any other potatoes now, but then we add some special ingredients in.
Okay.
And what we add in is, you know, when you make mashed potatoes, you put butter.
Okay.
So I'm putting some butter in.
All right.
And then we add,
I'll lower that a little bit so that
we
it
add a
doesn't
little
splash.
bit of milk. Now my recipe will say, you'll notice it says a little bit of milk. We don't need this much milk because we're going to be putting some other ingredients in. I need a spatula, Arlene.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a big
one.
That's an institutional one.
I'm gonna, let me take this out so you can scrape around there because it's really important to do that.
My
Get it down
goodness,
from the
this is,
side.
I mean, when you do something, you do it in a big way,
Well, I'll tell
Arlene.
you,
This is great.
Sometimes you need those great big spatulas,
Like
you know?
today. You
Like
know, this
today.
recipe, the recipe says it serves 12 people. But I tell you what, I've had lots less than
They ate it all.
12 people, and they ate it all. So, you know, it sounds like a lot of potatoes. It's 5 pounds of potatoes. But anyway, I
But
guess...
even if you did this, like, served it for 2 meals, you can make it all at once and serve for smaller groups, huh?
Arlene, you can heat it up 2 times. It's
Oh,
just
boy.
as good as it was the first time you
boy.
ate it.
Okay, what's this?
This is salt. This is onion salt.
Okay. Couple
See,
of
I didn't
teaspoons.
put any onions, any kind of salt in
Salt
it
in it,
before.
right. Not even when we cooked them, we did.
No. And then the secret to, oh, and here's a pepper. Oh, that's cute.
A little bit
Put
of
the pepper.
Okay.
And then this is cream cheese.
Oh, cream cheese. Okay.
Just go ahead.
Okay, let it go. Okay.
Yep.
Use the whole 8-ounce cream cheese.
Well, I do. If you know, it says the recipe says 5 pounds of potatoes, but you know, sometimes the potatoes are bigger than others.
Right.
And sometimes I use 12 potatoes sometimes.
Instead of 1 to 5 pounds.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that and see how
Okay.
how it goes. Now this is
sour cream.
sour cream. This is a cup of sour cream.
Oh my.
I'm messing up the mixer.
That's all right, not to worry. Wow, does that look good?
Well, I think it's good. And the thing I like about it is that you can make it ahead.
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
Is this done now, do you think?
Well,
Pretty much done?
I think it is.
Well, you know, we're going to take a break while Norma finishes this, and we'll be right back in just a minute to show you a delicious salad that goes with this great company dinner. We'll be right back.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
All right, here we have them in our casserole, and it's not a buttered casserole, right?
No, it's not a buttered
And
casserole.
I said, let's put them in the oven, and you said, no, we put them in the refrigerator because we make them a day or two ahead of time.
Yes.
Okay, and then what do you do?
You can make them a day or 2 or 3.
Okay.
And then you put them in a 350-degree oven
Okay.
for 45 minutes. So if you're having your dinner at 6 o'clock, you know when to put them in.
Good.
You take them out. And if, you know, people don't come, if they're got...
They hold well, don't they?
I mean, do
You
they
can't
taste
lose-
good?
Oh, they taste wonderful. This is one you're going to want to get, definitely. Okay, tell us about the salad now.
Well, this is a Waldorf salad, and I think it's the best one I ever ate. But anyway, you put the apples.
How many?
You put 4 medium apples, and look, folks, you don't peel them because, you
That's
know,
the
there's
good part.
nutritional value and it's color. And one thing that makes people enjoy food is if it looks pretty. You know that, Arlene.
Color's good.
And we put raisins and put a half a cup of walnuts. You can put any kind of nuts you want.
Yeah.
And this has some grapes in it.
Yeah, nice. The
Green
white-
grapes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then celery. I love celery.
I like that with walnuts, and I like it with apples. Nice combination.
Okay. Now,
We need to make a dressing or something?
yeah, I wanted to make a place to put it.
Oh, yeah. This is true.
Okay, here's this bowl, and we need to put this mayonnaise in here.
How much mayonnaise is that? About half a cup? Let
Arlene,
me see. Yeah, half cup.
half a cup.
Okay. Could you use salad dressing too, Norma?
You could use either one, but I think it's better.
Tastes
If you
good with
ask me, I like it better with mayonnaise.
Okay.
And this is low fat.
Go with that mayonnaise.
Yes. And what is this? This
This
is
is sugar.
You know what my mother says?
What?
She says you have to put a little bit of sugar in everything if you want it to taste good. And you know what? She's right. Sugar.
Perks up everything.
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean, it's not
Even-
very much sugar.
it? Yeah, right. It's just what? Let me see. Sugar. I'm looking on your
Lemon
list. A
juice.
tablespoon.
And you just stir this up real nice and get it real nice and smooth.
Okay.
And then you add some whipped cream.
Not Cool Whip either, is it?
No, it's not
It's good
Cool
old
Whip.
whipping cream.
It's whipping cream. It's 1 cup, and don't whip it real stiff now. You have to
creamy,
make it
huh?
just with little peaks in it. I don't know if I can't get it all out, Arlene.
Well, maybe the cook will have to help. with
Yeah.
the, you know, try to do my best. I mean, you got control of the kitchen here today. You don't need me, but I'm
yes, I
gonna try
do.
to get you some more of this stuff right here.
Right.
There you go.
So you just kind of don't whip it, you know, just kind of
Fold it
fold it,
in.
and then you just put it here in the
Pour that
middle.
on top. Ooh, that looks good.
Pour that on top. And what we would ordinarily do is we would put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for a couple hours. But this show isn't very long.
No, yeah, we don't have the luxury, do we?
No.
Get a spatula maybe over there, a little spatula. Would that help?
It
Right
all
there in the
looks
middle.
big to me. There's a little one. Don't want to waste any of this or
See,
any of
that's
that.
right. That's the way I feel. When you're doing it, this is all
Let me
you
see
need.
if I can get a little bit more.
Go
of it.
for it, my dear.
I don't want to waste anything.
I don't like to waste either.
I don't like to waste money. I don't like to waste food.
That's
I don't
right.
like to waste anything.
Too hard to come by, huh?
Right. Is this open?
That's nutmeg. Let me open it for you. And what's that over there on the other side?
Well, that's marshmallows.
Okay.
Now what you do is you stir this up. I have to be careful. I don't want to stir it over on you.
Too much, yeah. Oh, well, that's all right. Here's the nutmeg, my dear. Should I just, like, a little bit?
No, wait till I get it all.
sorry.
Well, yeah, you could put it in. We don't have a lot of time. You better put it in.
Okay, how much? Just a sprinkling? Or
Yeah,
a
just
lot
a
or little?
sprinkling. Not-
Tell me when.
I think when.
When? Okay.
Now, does
Oh,
this look
that's-
good to you?
Yes, it does. It really does, because that has a lot of my favorite things, like apples and grapes and raisins and walnuts.
Well, you
So
know,
that's why.
the enzymes in here we really need. You know, we need to eat more raw food, and apples are so
What do
good
the
for us.
enzymes do for your body? Tell me about them.
Enzymes help your immune system to do what God created it to do. You know, we are born with just a bushel of them.
Okay.
And as we grow older,
We deplete them quickly,
we deplete
huh?
it. So we have to add things. An apple, anything raw we eat, anything like you had a
Broccolis.
program recently where a lady fixed a salad bowl. That
That
was
was
full of
wonderful.
enzymes. And
It
so
really
we need
was.
to
It
be
tasted
good.
so good.
Because if eat what we're supposed to eat, we can work better for the Lord because we're
Sure.
not sick.
That's right.
Now, at the last minute, I like marshmallows.
Oh, yeah, little ones, huh?
Yeah, miniature ones. And I just kind of...
Just about a cup?
About a cup.
Okay. Mini marshmallows, okay.
Yep, and there it is.
Now, you told me that the men really like this salad, huh?
Well, it's like this. Last winter, I had a lot of dinners because, you know, Russell and I used to be on getting together so many nights, and now we're not on as many nights. So I thought, well, I'm going to entertain, because that's what we missed when we had to be every night. So I had dinners, and let me tell you, I sat at we had, about 14, 15, 16 people in our house, and our dining room is not that big.
Right.
So I sat at the card table with some of the men, and one of our friends had 3 helpings of this. Fortunately, I had more than 4 apples and everything. Men like it, ladies like it, kids like it.
Well, good. Well, it's got good stuff in there that's good for you, and it tastes good. Now, to round out your whole menu, we have the steak with the gravy. We have the mashed potatoes that you can do the day before. We have the salad. Would you add a vegetable?
Yes, I always add green vegetables. And today I added our green vegetables out of our garden.
Your green beans? Green beans.
Yes, we're so excited about our garden.
Well, good.
Anyway, green beans are good, and most people like green beans. And there are all kinds of different ways. Today we just kind of steamed them and put salt and pepper and butter.
Oh,
but
they're good that way.
Sometimes I have green beans almondine, whatever people like. They can
and you would add like a little bread of some kind, like a roll?
Yes.
And then you wouldn't have a big heavy dessert with this, would you?
No, I always have sherbet with cookies.
What else could you want?
And we have it here today.
Well, good. And we're going to come back in just a minute, and the head of Norma's house is going to be at the table with us. So everybody has to gear up because the big boss is here, and we're going to be sharing the final table with you in just a minute.
Just go to ctvn.org/athome to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right. No subscriptions, they're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/athome to get today's recipes now.
Well, we're sitting here at the table, and Russ, we're so glad that you could be with us today. Isn't it nice, Norma, for him to be across the table from you?
Yeah, I like it. When he's not there, I really miss him.
I know, that's the way I feel about Paul, too. And we're always glad when you're here with us. Norma, you have to tell us dish by dish what you've prepared,
well,
because this is beautiful.
Company dinner.
Company dinner, okay.
This is Swiss steak, my recipe.
Now
it's not in a cookbook.
Look at the gravy, it's beautiful.
And then we have some extra, we have some we didn't show. This is green beans from our garden.
From your garden, Russ picked, right?
And these are the potatoes that everybody's been going yum yum because they just tasted them, that you can do ahead of time.
Nice crust browns on the top, just a little bit.
You put it in the refrigerator if you want to, the day before or 2 days before. And then here's the Waldorf salad, nice sesame seed roll buns, and butter. And this is going to be our dessert.
And this is just orange sherbet in a small cookie.
Yes. And folks, I just want to tell you, this meal, you cannot fail.
You can't go wrong.
I mean, you can't go wrong. It always turns out.
You told me this is one of Russ's favorites, right?
Yes, and Faye's and Paul's. And a few other people.
Sure. Thank you so much, Norma. This looks so delightful. And just before, as soon as we say goodbye to you, we're going to enjoy this together. We're going to have a word of prayer because it's always important to thank God for what He's provided. And remember, when you have beef, you look for the good beef. Coleman beef is what Russ and Norma are advising you to try. The gallery has it here in the Pittsburgh area, and in Denver, Sam's Meat Market, right?
And there's an 800 number, which we've already given.
Around the country. So, well, thank you for being here today, and be sure to join us the next time because it just wouldn't be the same without you here at home. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Fresh produce provided by Jordan Banana, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Dravosburg, Pennsylvania. Appliances provided by Decor Distinctive Appliances, a reflection of your good taste. Groceries provided by Foodland, where the answer is always yes. Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.